Okay, we are live. We're recording. Hey, everyone. It's Team RI's call for tonight, Tuesday, March 1st. I can't believe it's already March. How crazy insane is that? So tonight we have a really special guest speaker on the call tonight, Samantha. And I found her through one of our mastermind group calls. So like the Star Diamonds get together and we kind of do like these mastermind calls and talk about like what we're doing with our team, and we thought it'd be a great idea to kind of swap our team calls. That way you're not just hearing me babble along, but you hear Sam and her amazing talk that she has for us tonight. She actually went to the leadership conference this year and she got really great information on attracting the right coaches. And if I'm not mistaken, recently she went from like 1-star to 6-star qualifying in the matter of like a couple months or something crazy like that. So I'm really excited to have Sam on. Take it away, Sam, and tell us your story, and you could just go right into your thing.
Well, thank you for the introduction. So I ended December 2015 as a 2-star diamond, 3-star qualifying. And right now I'm a 6-star qualifying coach. And I think one reason that I've been able to advance so quickly is because I've completely changed my mindset on coaching and coach recruiting specifically. Right now, recruiting is like the most fun part for me. And it changed when I first heard one of Bonnie Engle's webinars on YouTube that I randomly stumbled upon. And she was like, coaching is awesome. Why don't you share? Like, people should be honored that you are inviting them to the coaching opportunity. And I was like, yeah, they should be. Like, this is awesome. And so ever since then, I'm like, this is something awesome that we all have to offer other people. And we can't be afraid to invite people to this opportunity just because we're nervous of what they're going to say. It is an honor to be on our team and to be asked specifically, especially when you're asking the right people. So I'm really excited to share with you tonight. It's actually Melanie Mitro's exact presentation from the New Leader Conference. So it's her exact outline, I guess, of how she goes about recruiting coaches on her team that are not only discount coaches, but coaches that work the business. And I think that's a really important differentiation, is that so a lot of coaches I'm finding now focus on building discount coaches. And a lot of people get to diamond with discount coaches, but that's not how you're going to build your own organization or grow your income that way. So we're focusing on tonight how to find those rock star coaches. And let me just I'll pull up the presentation and then share my screen with you guys. Okay. Okay, so here's, again, it's Melanie's presentation, so you guys are hearing it straight from Melanie almost. And so we're going to talk about how to recruit people, but also how to help your coaches get in that same mindset and also recruit people for their teams. So the very first step, if you guys have not done avatar training, I highly recommend that you just YouTube avatar training or Beachbody avatar, because finding who you want to attract is the key to everything in coaching, because you want to attract the right clients to you and especially the right coaches to your team. And before we even talk about how to find them, you need to know who it is. And so there's a full avatar training where you're coming up with this avatar or the person that would be the perfect coach on your team. But just a quick snapshot of what that looks like is these 5 questions over here. Think about who is your target audience or customer. How will you be introduced to them? So this will help you with how you're going to find them. What are their biggest burdens and problems that they face? How will you, and this is key, how will you help them with that problem? Because so many of us are just jump to coaching, when we don't even know what coaching would do for them, or jump to sell a challenge pack when we don't know what their challenges are yet. And then what makes your offer better than your competitors? And this not only is other Beachbody coaches, but more specifically Herbalife or Isogenics or something. There's so many other companies out there, and Beachbody truly is amazing. We have the full package. So think about how you can explain that to your avatar. So imagine a perfect coach, and how would you describe that person? This is Melanie Mitro's avatar. Her name's Megan, and you can see a lot of different descriptors over here on the left-hand side. And I actually encourage you guys to take this as a mini takeaway and an activity to do, because you will use this image, whether you print it out and look at it every day, or it's on your phone or whatever, you will use this image to refine her and to attract those people to you. So when you're posting, every single post will relate to your avatar. Your struggle, you're going to relate to her struggles, her successes, what she's looking for, her problems, how you will help her solve that problem. You haven't even met her yet, but you're solving her problems already so that she will be attracted to reach out to you. And I actually have my avatar right here. So mine is, her name's Brittany. She's 28, always optimistic. And it can be as silly and as little as she loves glitter and her favorite color is hot pink. So what does that mean? In all of my coach recruiting posts, I always have glitter. And you'll usually see hot pink text or something, or I'm wearing hot pink, something, so that, and it's not even on purpose, that's just me, but by doing that and by sharing that with you guys, I'm attracting those types of people who also love glitter and who also love hot pink to me. So, if you see Melanie Mitro doing black and blue, don't think that you need to do black and blue if that's not your thing. Slightly addicted to coffee, I'm constantly posting coffee posts. Obsessed with her cat and dog. So a lot of those things are help with posting when you have no idea what to post. Relate to how you went downtown, you went window shopping, that will still attract your avatar. Most importantly, down toward the bottom, I have motivated by competition and recognition, because that's me. Most of these things on here are me. Some are a little bit of who I would just like. So when I am talking about a challenge group, for example, I might say it's going to be an awesome competition to see who can get the craziest results. That would attract my client. Or when we're talking about coaching, I could say my coaches get recognized so often because I mentor them and help them achieve all of their goals. And they're going to see recognition and they're going to be like, whoa, I want to join and I want to be recognized. Looking to lose weight and build muscle, thinks cardio is the only way to lose weight. So the other day I posted about how I used to think cardio is the only way to get skinny. Here are her concerns that I came up with. So really use this, because this is what you'll use to attract that type of person to you. And those people are going to be those that you can most relate to. And most likely they will become rock stars because they're just like you, and you are all rock stars. And I do want to mention here that even if you attract someone that is not part of your avatar, so if I attract a mom and I'm not a mom, or if I attract someone who is 100 pounds overweight and I don't have a journey like that, I'm not saying don't work with them and give them to someone else. I think there's always ways that you can relate to someone. So never put yourself in a box with your avatar. Always accept people and relate to them and whatnot. But using your avatar will help you find more people like that. Okay, so now we go into a monthly marketing plan. And I was a business major, and so I love anything organized like this. And this is how Melanie and I work our businesses. The first 2 weeks of the month, we're focusing on ourselves. So this is when I try and hit Success Club 10 by the 10th. And I'm really trying to get a lot of people interested in my challenge groups. And then the second 2 weeks of the month is when I start to really pump up the coaching. And the reason that I do it this way is because my challenge groups always start the third Monday of the month. So if I'm promoting a group the first 2 weeks, everyone will start here at the same time. At the same time, if I am promoting coaching these last 2 weeks, my team does what we call the Fit Boss Academy, which is our coach basics, and that starts the first Monday of every month. So I have 2 solid weeks of recruiting, and I can get them all into that new coach group. So it helps me at least to split up those activities, where the whole month I will be selling challenge packs, but the first focus, I have my mindset on promote a challenge group. The second focus is I need to actively recruit coaches, not just say, great, all I need to know is if you want to sign up as a coach or a client. This is me saying, you'd be an awesome coach. Let's get you on my team. So in those 2 weeks, what do we do? You need a plan before you do anything. And that's one of the biggest takeaways that I took from Melanie's presentation, is that for me beforehand, I was just like, it's the March 1st. Maybe I should do a coach recruiting post because I haven't done one in a while. And I had a nice paycheck last week, so maybe it'll be about that. Totally the wrong way to go, especially if you are looking to be sane and not be like, oh my God, I don't have any coaches this month and I have to do a post now. So the plan here is to prepare ahead of time. And Melanie initially writes a blog post advertising her Coach Basics program. If you guys don't have a blog, that's totally fine. You can do this just as a regular post on Facebook. And an important thing here is to create a theme. So throughout the whole 2 weeks, if you choose to use the same format, you're using the same theme amongst all of your posts, so that when people continuously see a theme, for example, of turn your fitness into your business, they're going to be like, oh, right, that was interesting. Maybe I'll read more now. Or, oh, I totally forgot to message her about this. So having a theme not only helps your clients see that consistent theme and be reminded, but it's also easier for you because you have one focus. You don't have to worry about talking about turning your fitness into your business, being a mompreneur, and like all these crazy ideas, which are all awesome, but should be for different months. And also with your post, whether it's a blog post or a Facebook post, make sure that you spend time connecting before you share all of the details. So you can see a little bit here. Melanie starts out introducing herself, and then she shares how she got started. So she's relating to people on her level before, and she doesn't show it in this, but then like 1 or 2 paragraphs down, that's when she's like, now I'm looking for others to join me in my Coach Basics program. Here's what you'll get. So don't do a post where you're just like, hey, everyone, I have a brand new training group starting on Monday. Even though that will attract some people, you'll get some engagement on that. It'll be better quality people if you just spend like 1 or 2 sentences relating to them and saying why you joined or something along those lines. So this is also before you launch. So we haven't posted anything yet. We're just planning ahead of time. So Melanie creates a YouTube trailer for what she's looking for. And this is only 2 minutes long, she says, and she goes into the type of person she's looking for and what they will get in her new coach training. She creates the images, and I did this last month, and it was so helpful. I spent probably 30 minutes. My theme last month was turn your fitness into your business. And I spent those 30 minutes, I came up with 4 different posts that I used those full 2 weeks. And it was so helpful because, like I said earlier, I didn't have to be like, okay, it's the 25th and I still need one more coach. What am I going to do? I already knew, okay, the 25th is when I'll do this post. And when it's the same theme, it's also really easy to create the posts. So I had 4 different images. I think 2 were selfies. One was a lifestyle picture, and I can't remember what the fourth one was. But so it's a different picture, but on every one it said turn your fitness into a business in one way or the other. So it was really easy to prepare for. Next, you can set up a business opportunity call and tweak it to the theme. So if your theme is turn your fitness into a business, then have that theme and talk about that specifically on that call. And one thing that my team does a little bit differently than a business opportunity call is twice a month now, we have what we call a coach coffee talk or a virtual PJ party. Both are the exact same things. And it's a 1-hour event on Facebook where every 5 to 6 minutes, we are uploading a new post. And it's always a video post so that they can relate to us and see our passion behind this business and what we do, and as well as a text just explaining what we do, because that way a lot of people just watch the video, but some people just read it if they're not in an area that they can watch a video out loud. So that's what we do. It's been effective for us so far. We get a lot of engagement in those groups. So as long as you're doing something to promote the business, rather in addition to just inviting people, you need something to invite them to learn more, for them to become comfortable with joining your team. And then the last thing to plan for is to set the date for your sneak peek. Melanie does this the 3rd week of the month. My team also did this the 3rd week of the month. And my team did it. Initially, we had a 5-day group where we also each posted once a day. It was myself and 4 of my diamonds. And we each posted a video each day with more information on what we do. We've tried 3-day ones as well. And to be honest, in February, we only did the 2 power hour events, the coffee talk and the virtual PJ party. We didn't do the sneak peek. But with that being said, we still do have the sneak peek open with all of the videos in there, so we can keep tagging new people in that group, even though it's not live, but all of the videos are up there. And I think there's 7 videos in total, which isn't a ton because each one is under 10 minutes. And the last one is Coach Caleb's What If video. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but it's like, after watching it, at least I was already a coach at the time, but I was like, wow, why isn't everyone a coach? Like, it's just kind of like mind opening. And I think that a lot of people feel that way too when they watch it. Okay, so now we go live. And you need to get the word out of everything that you've done. Like, you've planned it, you have posts, you have maybe a video or a blog post. And so now to get the word out, Melanie uses her blog post as the information. So she will do a quick, post, not too wordy, but at the bottom, she will link it to her blog post for people to get all of that information and the nitty-gritty details of her story and what they'll get in the group. She shares on Facebook and Instagram. If you guys also have Pinterest or Twitter or anything like that, basically share it all over your social media. She also uses a coach application form. A lot of top coaches use Wufoo. I recently did try one of those, and I've also done Google Drive forms, or Google Forms, I guess, on Drive. I'm not decided on it personally. I think it's a great way for you to get more information about your potential coach before even inviting them and having that initial conversation, because depending on your questions, you can see okay, how committed are they? Where are they on their fitness journey? What are they most interested in about coaching? And those are all questions that you can ask them. And a lot of people will see that. Some will run away. And to me, I'm like, okay, if you're going to run away from a form, then you're going to run away from my training, and so I'm like, that's fine. And then others will see it. I actually applied to be on a team, and I was like, oh, okay, so this is my money goal. This is what I'm excited about. And so you want people that will commit at least to filling out a form to learn more. With that being said, I also don't always do forms. I really just test it out here and there. It does make it look a little bit more exclusive if you say something like, if you're interested in joining my team, fill out this questionnaire or this application, and I will get back to you. So it kind of makes you look more of like a leadership role, and you will be selecting the people who joins your team. Talk about coaching daily for those 1 to 2 weeks that you're promoting coaching. And like I said, Melanie points back to her blog post, but every single day does not need to be a join my team post or a turn your fitness into a business post. But what it does need to be is a lifestyle post. How has coaching changed your life? How has coaching helped you earn more money, or what have you put the money towards? How has coaching helped you help others? Think about what coaching has done for you and post about that. And that will attract just as many people, if not more, than your join me now type posts. And I had notes on this. So your daily posts are more like jabs. If you've read jab, 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 right hook, they don't always need to be that right hook. So there are a lot of jabs. And if you are focusing on maybe targeting super busy people that you want to become coaches, talk about your power hour and talk about how you can be successful in just 1 hour a day. Or I'm very much a planner, and like I have a to-do list every single day, and so does my ideal client and coach. And so for me, I could post about planning my day. What am I doing today, and how do I plan my day in my coaching business? How you can squeeze in your workout, anything like that. Be totally open to your potential coaches, because that's what will attract them to you. Oh, and create a sense of urgency. So especially now that you guys may be promoting it only for 2 weeks, it's totally fine to say, this opportunity to join my next Fit Boss Academy or training group is only available for the next 2 weeks, which is true. Or you can say, I'm only accepting 5 people, or the next 3 people to message me will get our team tank top. Create some sense of urgency, because if people feel like it's an open invitation, they can join whenever they want, they will join whenever they want, which is probably 5 years from now. There's never a perfect time for anything. So try and create some sort of sense of urgency to join your team. These are just example posts. As you can see, none of them shout, join my team. These are the jabs that Melanie does. One of her themes was how turning something about busy women making a business. I can't remember the phrase she used, but so this is an example of what she used to attract busy women and moms. So here she wants to attract leaders. So she's saying a quote about leaders. She is attracting moms. So she has a picture of her and her son. So you can see it doesn't always have to be, I like to tell my team, have obvious recruiting posts and non-obvious coach recruiting posts, because you just look salesy if you're always doing join my team or fitness into business group starting soon. So make sure it's a good mix. Okay, so now leading the business opportunity calls. The main reason you'll want to do this, or a sneak peek group, or a 1 hour event like my team does, is it gives you credibility. Not only are you inviting people to the opportunity, but you're sharing with them everything and anything they would want to know. And we do know a lot. Even if you guys signed up to coach yesterday and you started some sort of training, you already know more than anyone that is not yet a coach. So the fact that you can share this, or if you are a new coach, inviting them to something like this will give you credibility, because we're open to sharing. We're not trying to say you should join us and then sneakily try and like have them join our team, and then they don't know what they're getting themselves into. It also helps people take the leap of faith to join your team, mostly because they're much more comfortable with joining after hearing like, okay, I'm going to have to join. I'm going to have to do a getting started right call. I'm going to have to start inviting people. Like they have a sense of what they'll be doing, so they feel more confident in joining you. Melanie does the business opportunity calls monthly. My 1 hour groups, like I said, is bi-weekly. I had a coach on my team who was doing bi-weekly business opportunity calls. So I think my tip here for you guys is do what works for you. Just do something, have something to invite people to, so that you are sharing more about the opportunity outside of your posts, where you can't share that much. Like people aren't going to scroll down 5 times just to see all of the information. And if you can, record everything on YouTube within your business opportunity call or your public events, because so many people won't join. They'll be like, yes, I'm hopping on in an hour, and something comes up, which is, I've done that to other people before. I think that's expected. So a lot of people will watch the recording. And when I was doing business opportunity calls, initially, I only got maybe 3 people on the call, one being myself, one being the coach that I was featuring on the call, and then a random person. And it wasn't great for my self-esteem, because I was like, great, no one wants to learn about this. But I went to go look at how many views it got on YouTube, and it had like 50 something. And that was because I was sending out that link to a lot of potential coaches, and they could watch it when they did have the time. And Melanie said the same thing. Her first business opportunity calls, she also got 2 people or 3 people. And she says, just view it as practice. Don't view it as, great, nobody's interested. It's a time for you to practice what you know about coaching and how you want to present it. And if you record it, you can always use it for your team to use as well. So part of this is teaching your coaches how to do the same thing. So put yourself in a position where others view you as a leader, not only with your coaches, but with the people you're trying to attract. You want to attract people that view you as a leader and look up to you and want to work with you. So if you use like posts and say how you're going to mentor them, or your team, you've built a strong team or something, put yourself in a position of being a leader. And one quote she said is, be a leader before you feel qualified to lead. And I love that, because I was on a new coach call yesterday with a brand new coach, and she was interested in building a team, but she said to me that she is afraid that she doesn't know anything and she won't know how to train them. And my advice to her was, you don't need to be the teacher all the time. You will be the leader naturally because you're attracting these people to you, but attract these people and run with them. It doesn't always have to be like a teacher and a student type scenario, especially when you're so new. You're going to attract people and run with them at the same time. You're all going to work out, and you're all going to work the business, and it's all going to be an amazing time. So if you are a newer coach on this call and this scares you, seeing that you need to be a leader, take it one step at a time. You're not going to be a leader on day 1, and that is totally fine. Also, post eye-catching images, and I wish that this part was highlighted in white, at high traffic times. That is so important, because if you are a busy mom and you are posting maybe at lunchtime when other busy moms are having lunch or trying to get their kids lunch, they're not going to see the post, or if you are a student perhaps and you're posting at 7 a.m. when students maybe are still sleeping at that time, no one's going to see it. So think about when your target client or coach will be online. Typically, that's between 7 and 9 p.m. But again, depending on your market, that might change. But post at that time, because I hate seeing my coaches post amazing posts and it's at noon. And for me, noon posts, I don't even post at noon sometimes because it gets such bad engagement. But I'm just like, oh, it's so good. If you just waited when more people are online, you would get a lot more interest. So really think about when that time is for you. And if you don't know, between 7 and 9 p.m. is a good place to start. Also, shift your wording in posts. And so Melanie was huge on, present yourself as a leader. And so she uses words like, I will be your mentor, so that puts her in a place where she is the leader and she will be that mentor and relationship in your partnership and your business. Post several times a day about coaching and non-coaching. And this is important. Review your coaches' posts. A lot of times your coaches have really good quality posts. And I think it's the fourth vital behavior now is recognition. Recognize when your coaches have a good post and share that in your team page and say something like, I saw Carly's post today about how there's no age for a specific coach, because she hears the objection all the time of they're too old to coach. And so she did a whole post about it and how you can be any age to coach. It's not just for 20-somethings and 30-somethings. So she did a post and I shared it with my team. Or sometimes I'll have a brand new coach who branches out and does something really scary for her. And I'll just share it and be like, this was really awesome. I know that you stepped out of your comfort zone for this. Congratulations. It was really amazing. Somebody else should try and replicate this using your own words. So recognize your coach's posts. And also, if you have any good posts that got a lot of engagement, share that too, because your team should also be replicating what works well. So if you have a post that gets lots of likes or lots of engagement, people sign up from it, share that, because you want your team to succeed. And if you found something that works for you, it could very well work for your coaches. And that's what I mean by share business practices. Share what works for you. Another thing that might be hard for coaches is when you have a team of coaches. If you ever see a coach that posts a link to their site, or posts the price of Shakeology for the world to see, or any of these things that you look at and you're like, delete, please, I wish I had access to your account so I could delete that for you. They'll do it. Like, new coaches don't know better and it's not their fault, but it's our job as their leader to say, you know what, next time, maybe don't share the cost, because you're devaluing it. People don't know the value of it. They just see the cost first. So next time, take the cost off. Or next time, spend a little bit more time relating to the person before jumping into joining your fitness group. I think it's so important to share feedback on your coach's posts one-on-one. So keep that in mind. Like, these sort of things I keep one-on-one. And I've never had a coach accept my feedback negatively. They always view it as positive criticism or constructive criticism. So it's a learning opportunity for them. And as long as we're here open to doing that, then it'll help your team a lot. One goal for a lot of coaches is to increase your Success Club base. Your Success Club base is the number of coaches you have on your team that hit Success Club. So if you guys are new on this call and you have 0 coaches, your Success Club base is 0, which is totally fine. We all start there. Your goal is to make a list of all of your working coaches so that you know who to focus your time on, and set a goal each month to increase that number by 1. So if you had 1 coach, for example, hit Success Club in February, have a goal for yourself to make that 2. And if you don't have 2 coaches, then sign up a coach and help 2 of those people get to Success Club. in reality, all of your coaches will not hit Success Club. So go in knowing that. But if you're recruiting more people, then you will be able to increase that every month. And the way that you can increase it is by focusing on them. Don't waste time on those coaches that sign up and they aren't proving to you that they deserve your time. I think that's a huge lesson that I learned the hard way. Is I was just like investing tons of energy into people that were giving me no reason that they even wanted to work the business or that they wanted to succeed. And I believe this is the last slide. Yes. So we all need to build teams to succeed in this business, especially financially. And when you're constantly increasing your goals each month with the number of coaches that you want to recruit, the number of coaches that you recruit who hit Success Club, and setting those big, scary goals, setting them is the first step. Then when you practice what we just went through and start implementing it over time, the first month might not be that great, but next month it'll get better. And the next month you'll have it down to a T. And you'll always fill your pipeline with potential coaches and potential clients who are seeing your posts every single month. There's a theme and a format to it. And you'll always get people interested if you continue to follow this. And you're constantly growing everything about your team. Like when you grow it, when you build a team, you're growing your income, you're growing your volume, you're helping your coaches become diamonds, you're helping your coaches quit their full-time jobs. Like you're growing everything. Building a team is what will exponentially increase every benefit you can think of in Beachbody. So that's why recruiting is so important. And it's so much fun when you're recruiting the right coaches to your team that are just as passionate as you. Just as passionate as you, have the same goals as you, and that really want to succeed. Those coaches who want to succeed are what lights my soul on fire, that wants me to be a better leader for them. So that's the majority of this, is basically solve your potential coaches' problems before they even tell it to you, and when you're having those conversations, and continue to grow. This is not going to happen overnight, but if you focus on it one day at a time and then 1 month at a time, you'll start to see everything compound. So do you guys have any questions?
That was awesome, Sam. Thank you so much.
Good. You're welcome.
So we have a ton of new coaches on the call just by looking. I can see some faces they're like getting bug-eyed, like, oh my God, like this is so much information. What do you mean, a blog or this or that? And you said it, like pick one thing and just go with that. You don't have to try all of these things at one time. Just try one thing, see if it works. If it doesn't, try it again, because it might just be tweaking it one little way where it's going to make some sense and you'll see, more engagement with that post or this or that. So definitely try one thing, try it multiple times and see if that's going to work for you, because everything is going to be working for something different. Is going to work for each of us, and then for new coaches, what would you say? Where would you? I hear that problem. Where do you find your coaches from?
Like on social media, what platforms?
Yeah, or I see a lot of coaches putting out a post and saying, I'm inviting people, but they're not taking that initiative to personally invite, like one-on-one messaging. They think people are going to come to them. So that's where I'm kind of saying, like, where do they come to you? Do you go to them?
I have a success partner, and she is the only coach I know ever and she gets a lot of people coming to her. For me, I've been in the business for almost 2.5 years. I have always had to reach out to people. People see my posts and they love my journey and they're so inspired by it. But if I don't reach out to them, they're not signing up with me. They need me to at least open the door, open the conversation, and typically I just say something like, hey, Rose, I saw that you liked my post about my Beachbody income or about how I've been able to pay off a student loan. This coaching journey has been so amazing. Were you just being super supportive, or are you interested in learning more about it? You know, something really simple, like, are you interested in learning? That's how I end most things. And yeah, I always have to invite people. And it's really not scary if you focus on your intention. And I think a lot of new coaches are like, oh, I don't know what to say. I don't want to seem salesy or pitch anything to them. And if your true focus is on inviting them so that they can also build financial freedom, or that they can also have that flexible lifestyle, or even just get fit and get discounts while doing it, then that will shine through. If you're genuine, it will never come across as salesy. Oh, and a lot of my coaches do come from Instagram now. That's my main platform.
Cool. There's a couple messages if you want to look on
Okay.
the group chat.
So Cindy, I consider starting a YouTube page. Is that something you consider a part of your success, and would you recommend it? I do have a YouTube, but I personally use it mostly for uploading my team calls and for random like workouts that I do. Like in my living room, they're usually like 30-second clips that I also do on Facebook. And so no, I don't use YouTube to its full capacity. But with that being said, I think YouTube is kind of untapped. I know a lot of coaches do use it, but a lot of coaches don't. And so I think that if you choose to use that as your platform and you run with it, you don't just kind of, like me, I was like, I'm going to use YouTube. And then I like post a 30-second clip here, there, you know, I wasn't consistent, and I didn't do the research to make sure that my posts were getting seen. So, but if you're interested in that, go for it. Marlinda, I have a YouTube vlog and people really like videos. I post even though I am really unsure about it. My subbies love them, and I have found challengers from my viewers. Hope you guys don't mind me putting in my input. Not at all. So yeah, Marlinda is a coach on my team. She is the person to talk to. I'm glad that she's on, because she does have a vlog, a video blog, I believe that is. And she's on YouTube, so she can give you like lots of tips on how she does her business on there. When you recruit coaches, do you recommend them joining a challenge group to see what it's all about? I'm really glad you asked, because I've kind of switched my, like the way that I'm training my coaches almost on this. And what I do is I give my new coaches two options. They can either, well, we talk about challenge groups, and then I say you can either create your own challenge group, and I will be here 110% to help you create the event, create promotions, invite people, host it, all of that. I'm here for you. Or you can focus initially just on inviting people to my next challenge group, and I will be the host. And that is a bonus because you don't have to worry about hosting or creating an event, but you can also participate. So you'll be participating with the same people that you're inviting. Since I started doing that just in February, 98% of the coaches that signed up choose to invite to my group. And so what I do, and I think this is key, I have a Facebook message thread with all of those new coaches who say that they want to invite to my group. And in that thread, I'll just randomly say, hey guys, I'm sending this invite script to 4 people today. And I'll copy and paste what I'm sending. Or I'll say, I did this post and it got really great engagement. You should do this thing too, or create your own version of it. So my recommendation would be it's totally up to them. Some of my and I think it depends on their personality. A lot of the people that I attract are like me, and I would have wanted to just join my coach's first group. But I do attract some that are like, I'm doing it. I know it. I already have a theme, already created the event last night when I signed up. So I think it really depends on the coach and what they're looking for and how they want to go about it. But giving those two options has helped my coaches a lot. I do think, though, it's important for them to participate. So even those coaches that do create their own groups, I still add them into mine so that they can at least see like what I'm posting. They can copy exactly what I'm posting and get that experience so that they know more about what they can expect in their group.
Awesome. Does anyone else have any questions for Sam? You can type them in the chat or just put the microphone at the left-hand corner.
What was the video you mentioned that you used in your coach opportunity sneak peek that everyone loves? Honestly, I don't know like what it's called, but just search Coach Caleb what if in quotation marks. That's my search. And it's one of the first ones that comes up. He talks about like, what if you joined and you didn't make a single sale, but you became healthier? Or what if you joined and you helped just one person and they were able to change their life around because of you? So it's inspiring. You guys should watch it. I can get the link if I can find it, and I'll send it to Rose.
Yeah, I viewed that video. It's awesome.
Yeah.
I really like it. Cool. Anyone else? Any last questions? All right. If you guys are on my team, I just have some housekeeping things to go over. If you're not on my team, obviously you can stay, hang around. But thank you, Sam, so much. We really appreciate it. Great information. And I think this will be one that people will rewatch because that was really good stuff. So
good. Well, thank you for having me on.
Of course.
All right. Bye, guys.
Bye. All right, guys. For those of you that are on Team Arise, I just want to kind of go over some housekeeping. I didn't want to do it in the beginning because I knew there was a lot of content from tonight's call. So just wanted to make sure you guys are saving the date for Super Saturday because it's in a month tomorrow, and you need to get on that. Put it in your calendar, mark it in your phone. Make sure you're going to Super Saturday. If you're brand new and have no idea what that is, it's our quarterly event that we do every quarter, so once every 4 months, where you find a place in your area, local. You can go into the Coach Online office, and if you go to events, you can search by zip code, the closest one near you. And it's just where all Beachbody coaches get together. We talk about what's new, what's going on. We get really great training from other coaches. We do a fun workout. It's just a great time to actually get together with coaching and not just, Zoom chat is great, Facebook is great, but when you get one-on-one with coaches and really feel what this community is all about, it really just makes it and brings us to life. So I'll be going to the one in Edison, New Jersey. And for me, I think that's over 2 hours, but hey, I love my Jersey girls, so I'm going to be there. So if you guys are from New Jersey, that's the one I'm going to. There's also one in Philly for you guys are more closer over there. And I think a really big coach is going to Philly too. So that's going to be a good one as well. So obviously, Hard Corps came out today, and the base is only $40. Like, I think that blows my mind because most base workouts are $60, but they did a really good job of pricing Hard Corp abs, Hard Corp 22-minute Hard Corps. Challenge pack is already on sale for $140. We're going to have our team challenge group for Hard Corps on March 14th. You can find the link for that group in our team page. Danielle is running it, or just, getting everything together. So if you can't find that challenge group for the team, just ask me or Danielle and we can plug you right in. So that's starting on March 14th for 22-minute Hard Corps. PIO is on sale as well for $140, and the Kickstart with the 3-day refresh is $180. And we also have the 3-day refresh still on sale from last month, $140. Normally it's $160. And I think there's a couple days in March, I don't remember the dates exactly, where just the refresh kits by themselves are $5 off. You can look in the FAQ section for that, or just go on the right side column of your Coach Online office for the breaking news, and you can see the dates of that. But I'll probably be buying it then, so I'll put it in our team page as well. So for this month, for Hitting Success Club, we get Performance Sampler Packet. So we get the Energize and all that fun protein stuff and the recovery stuff. So that is something to shoot for. And just some fun little facts. March 15th is Shakeology's 7th birthday. So that would be a good time to, post you your Shakeology and what it's done for you. Not just saying, I'm drinking my shake, yum, but no. What is this doing for you? What has it helped you with? How has it changed your life? Things like that. That's why, and Samantha was kind of talking about on the call, like you want to be sharing like that 1 or 2 sentences where people can connect with you. And then I know this is really far away, but just wanted to put it out there too. I'm doing Mozzarella, and I think a couple other coaches have already signed up for it, June 26th in Englishtown, New Jersey. So if you want to put that on your calendar and your phone and you want the link to sign up for that, just message me. I'll give you that. Tomorrow, our upline, my upline, Team Spirit, they're starting their team calls on Wednesday nights at 8:30. And I know it can kind of seem like a lot of calls if you're doing Coach Basics, you have our team calls, then you have Team Spirit team call. Like it can seem like a lot of team calls. So I don't want to get you guys overwhelmed or thinking you have to do all of these team calls. I'm just going to put it out on our team page for an option if you want to do it. I think it's a good idea just to know like who Lisa is and who like the other side of our team is, because they are people that help our team and grow our volume too. But I don't want you guys to think that you have to. It's just an option. So I'll post that for Team Spirit's call tomorrow night at 8:30 Eastern Central Time. Ugh. Next slide. All right. So I wanted to do a little fun giveaway because who doesn't like giveaways? So for our team challenge group, any coach that purchases 22-minute hard corps will be entered to win. So if I pick your name for this giveaway, you can either get the sandbag, the pull-up assist, the chin-up bar, or the advanced corps DVD. So you have to order by this Friday, March 14th. There's free shipping on hard corps, and it gives you just the right amount of time to start with our team as well. So send me a message if you already ordered hard corps. I saw in our team page, Jessica already posted about it, and some of you have said that you have ordered it. So I will obviously count those, and anyone else that orders by Friday, let me know, and I will put your name in my bowl and pick names, and then whoever gets picked can pick whatever prize that they want to. And then I just wanted to, of course, recognize some amazing coaches on our team, our February top recruiters. We have Tracy with 6, Leah with 6, Nicole and Sammy with 4. Amazing job, ladies. And even if you didn't have any coaches this month, this is just to say, you know what? It's a new month, March 1st. So even if last month wasn't your greatest, it's all right. Fresh month and go from there. And then I also wanted to just recognize Success Club leaders. These girls are just like crazy, insane, on fire. I don't think I've ever hit Success Club 20. I think the highest I ever got was maybe 15. So huge congrats to Shannon and Leah. Shannon 21, Leah 23. Absolutely mind-blowing. Keep up the amazing work. I think that is it that I had for us. But if you guys wanted to comment or had anything else that you wanted to share with the team or any questions from tonight, go ahead, unmute yourselves. Don't be shy.
I have a question about Super Saturday. I got my ticket back right after the last Super Saturday, but I just got an invite to a baby shower, and it's on the same day, and it's like right smack in the middle. Is it a huge deal if I have to leave early? Like, I obviously want to be there, but I mean, it's one of my friends from college, and I'd feel kind of bad if I didn't go. So,
Andrea, you don't have to ask permission to leave. No way. I mean, definitely do what you need to do, and if you can come for 10 minutes, I think that's great.
All right. I just wanted to check and make sure, because I got the invite yesterday. I went, son of a bitch. I'm like, of all days, it has to be that day.
Of course it does.
Of course.
It's all good.
I have some good news. So remember, Rose, that my conversation that went totally wrong?
Yeah.
Well, I messaged her back. I was just kind of like not backing down. I was just like, message me if you still want some help, whatever. Left it at that. So today I get a random message from her, and she's going to buy a challenge pack.
Awesome.
Yes.
So did you see kind of where you need to change the conversation?
Yeah. And I've done that for several conversations, actually, and I've gotten a bunch of feedback from them, and I'm just so excited. So
Awesome.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So what Cindy was doing, she was messaging, and she was kind of, excuse my language, but beach body vomiting all over people. And she's like, I don't understand. They were so excited about it. But she was just like giving them this big, long paragraph. So if you are saying, I don't understand why, like, I'm having these conversations and people are, saying no or ignoring me or this or that, send your conversations to me or your upline just to get feedback, because I promise you it might be just that one little thing that you can change that's going to make a really big difference. So way to go, Cindy.
I've definitely slowed down on my conversations.
Good.
And then,
yes. Be a listener.
Yes. I
ask
slowed down
questions.
a lot. Yes. Thank you so much.
Yeah, anytime. Anyone else? Comments? Questions? No?
Can you
All
hear me,
right.
Rose?
Oh, Shannon, yes, we can hear you.
Yes, this is Shannon. I just wanted to say thank you for the idea that you gave me this month. I think one reason that my Success Club points were as high as they were is I created an event page and invited almost everyone on my friend list to the event for my challenge group that was coming up. And every day I posted in that event page, just like I would in a challenge group pretty much, I posted some of the little infomercial commercials for 21 Day Fix and 21 Day Fix Extreme and Shakeology, trying to build value in Shakeology and let them know that it's not just a protein shake, and just giving them some more information about what all that stuff is so that they kind of have an idea of what they're getting into, and can kind of see how my challenge groups run and kind of what it would look like. So I think that's one reason that I was successful, because I got a lot of challenge pack sales and new customers through that event page. So just wanted to kind of share that for everybody.
That's awesome. Thanks, Shannon. So what Shannon was talking about is in like my challenge group event invites, like you can post in there. So each day I would post something, like Shannon said, you can post like a video about the workouts, or I'll do like a recipe for one of the 21 Day Fix meals, or I'll post like a before and after picture of me. And sometimes I'll take some of you guys' before and after pictures. So Alice and I posted you a couple times and people love your before and after picture. But it's just a great way to give information, kind of like without, one-on-one messaging, because sometimes people don't necessarily right away want to click that invite button or even click that maybe button. They kind of need that one more little piece of information to kind of make that connection. But so I'm happy that worked for you, Shannon. Anyone else for tonight?
I have something. I just wanted to encourage everybody on the team that if you're not already doing so, to really leverage fellow coaches who do programs and get amazing results. For example, me, I just finished Hammer and Chisel, and I got a ton of interaction on my post of my before and afters. So don't be afraid to reach out to coaches on our team and say, hey, like, you had amazing results. Do you mind if I use your photos as a promo? You can share other people's, like you could go to my page and share my before and after post and make your own post about it, kind of thing. But don't be afraid to use that, because a lot of people, I think, are worried like they don't have their own story or they don't have their own transformation, and so they don't feel like they have anything to offer in that department. But you have a whole team of people who have done programs and gotten tons of results. So just don't be afraid to use those.
That's a great idea. And I love using them for like Transformation Tuesdays. Like, I think that's an easy, not an easy post, but a post right there that you have that can be one of your 3 posts for the day. And yeah, you had awesome before and after pictures.
Especially for new coaches, make sure you save them. Put them in a document and just put what program it is. So you're starting to doc all of these people who are sharing, so then you can use them at a later time. You don't have to go back into the team page and be like, does anyone have results for 21 Day Fix or whatever? Because as people share them, just keep saving them. And 99.9% of the people on the team are going to say, yes, go ahead and use it. So if you didn't post it today and you want to post it next week, whatever, save Rachel's. And when someone else posts theirs next week, save it again, because you can use it next week and you can use it in 4 months from now. You're not going to have the same clientele and the same following if you're adding people each day. So start a Google Doc or something that you can just keep adding to.
And don't be afraid to share them in your personal conversations too. If you've got somebody who's just full of doubt that these programs work, say, hey, I mean, you can go over and look at my friend Courtney's page and see that this is a real person on my team who had these results. Like, a lot of people think that some of these things are manufactured, but if you prove to them, I mean, this is a real person that I know, then it can make your conversation go a totally different way.
And I just got here on the conversation thing. Emily was saying, thanks so much for that. I'm 35 weeks pregnant, so I won't have before and afters for a while. But we have, I don't know, I think we have like 6 or 7 of us on the team that are pregnant. So, I mean, I'm not pregnant, but I know like Courtney's pregnant, Kristen, Susie, Jessica, we have so many. So definitely don't stop posting just because you're pregnant. You can still be a healthy baby mama. All right, anyone else? All right, so send me a message if you're getting hardcore abs. Why do I keep saying hardcore abs? 22-minute hardcore by Friday, and you'll get into the giveaway, and I'll probably pull that on Monday.
I have one more question before you.
No, we're good.
So she wanted to try the 21-day fix, and it's not on sale this month. So what I told her she could do was buy like Pio or the 22-minute hard corpse, and then I'll trade her my 21-day fix with new containers that came with my hammer and chisel, the book, and everything. Do you think that's a good idea, or?
Yeah, if you don't want your 21-day fix.
Well, no, but it'll give me opportunity to try something new, and she wants to start with a 21-day fix too, so win-win.
Yeah, I don't think that's a bad idea. I think that's a good way to make not a bad situation, but since the fix isn't on sale, if that works for both of you, yeah, why not?
Okay, cool beans. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, everyone, thank you so much, and I will put the recording up once it is good.
Yay.
All right, take care. Good night. Bye.